Happy Saturdays, motherfuckers. Let's go to the gym. It's been a minute, guys. Where have I been? Where have I been? Honestly, guys, I was in a huge YouTube rut. Like feeling like whatever I was editing, whatever I was getting ready to post wasn't good enough. Overthinking shit to the point where obviously y'all didn't see me on YouTube for a minute. And so, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I want to be consistent with YouTube because it's a platform that I really love. Like, I love vlogging. Editing does take a lot of fucking time, but like I can schedule it in. It's just procrastination, getting in my head, overthinking, perfectionism. But when I tell y'all I had a dream the other day, I had a dream that like I had continued to grow this YouTube to like a YouTube family. And you guys were commenting like, girl, we don't love you for the aesthetics and how perfect everything is. We love you for you and like the content that you share and the value that you share. And it like gave me that extra piece of motivation to show up. And now that I'm filming, I'm like excited to get back into it because there's so much that y'all need to know. Either like life updates, business updates, spiritual journey updates, and also what I do, which is pretty much mindset, fitness, and nutrition coaching. So, you know, continuing to sprinkle in my tips, my tricks, my educational videos on YouTube as well. So we're gonna go hit the gym. I haven't gone to the gym all week. Don't ask me about it. I'm kidding, but we all have weeks like that. It wasn't because like I was just like lazy. Monday I got a facial, so I actually wasn't allowed to work out. I still got in my steps, I still got in my macros, okay? Tuesday I got lashes, so I wasn't able to work out. Still got in my steps, still got in my macros. Wednesday I got hit with my period like a motherfucking truck. So I could have went to the gym, but that day I definitely used my period as like an out. I was like, nah, we just gonna get in my steps. We just gonna, you know, chill. Thursday I woke up too late and literally my day was back to back to back to back to back. Not an excuse, but again, I just opted out. And Friday I was planning to go to the gym, but I noticed that if I don't go to the gym before 12, it ain't happening. I'm gonna take y'all in a day in the life and let's go. So, for those who don't know, I've actually been on a skin healing journey. And I've been seeing an esthetician. I already washed my hands, by the way. I've been getting acne facials and I've been making changes to my diet as well. Ooh, I'm not supposed to wash my face right now. Fuck. Just gonna save that. And yeah, I've been getting acne facials, which has been game changer, getting extractions and all that shit. And the changes that I made to my diet is I totally took out whey protein. Dairy, I'm limiting. I'm not cutting it out together because, no. But like, I never drink milk, period. I used to have like 2 whole eggs a day, but now I'm having 1 whole egg and it's pasture raised and the rest is egg whites and turkey bacon. And yeah, everything else is plant-based, but I definitely need to get better quality plant-based milk because that shit is filled with gums and this shit. For my hair is length, baby. So y'all gotta hold me accountable. If you see my hair in a sleek bun for more than a day, yell at me in the comments because my hair is not gonna grow that way. We gotta keep this hair intact. It's so little! It looks like a little pom-pom. Get cute, get cute. Okay.
All right, y'all, so let's get into this back and bicep workout. If you want to have a shredded back, you want to look sexy as fuck in backless dresses, make sure to save this vlog and follow this workout along. So we're starting off today's back workout with what these are called hammer strength high rows. And so these literally target your entire back, your lats, your upper back, your middle back, everything. And I freaking love these. They feel a little bit awkward at first, but when you really focus on, you know, getting that stretch in your back and bringing your elbows down, it really, really activates your back like crazy. We did 3 working sets of 12 reps. Next, we went into one of my favorites for back day, and that is barbell bent over rows. Okay, so if you're a beginner, you can use like the pre-weighted like mini barbells. You can also use a Smith machine if it's not a slanted one. I personally like the free barbell one, but really with this, you really just want to think of hinging like you're going into a Romanian deadlift and really raising your elbows to the ceiling, to your belly button without, you know, swinging. Like you really want to minimize your swinging as much as possible, keeping your core tight. And I did 3 working sets of 10 to 12 reps here as well. 90-second rest. Make sure you guys are resting. Next back movement is going to be wide lat cable pull downs. As you can see in this movement, I'm not leaning all the way back. I'm really thinking elbows to belly button, and I'm trying my best to stay upright with a slight lean. If you're swinging the weight, leaning all the way back, you're not actually using your lats, right? We really want to isolate the lats here so we can continue to create that hourglass, baby. See, I'm really controlling the movement from the beginning, the part, the lowering part, the raising part, which would be called like the positive, the negative, or the eccentric or the concentric. And I did 3 working sets of 10 to 12 here as well.
I'm living my nightmare. It is a monster. It's in my head. I'm living my nightmare. It's in my head. I'm out of air.
Okay, y'all, I wanted to vent a little bit because this is what my YouTube is about, just documenting my life, my journey, building a business, living life, and, you know, remaining healthy and fit throughout it, right? Spiritual journey, all of the things. And so where I'm at in my business right now is I used to have an assistant coach, and you know, the business just decided to go in a different direction, and I've been solo for the past few months now. My roster's pretty much like almost capped. I probably have like space for 5-6 more soulmate aligned as fuck clients. And you know, going into quarter 1 and really focus on steady growth and really pouring into the clients that I do have, and you know, gently kind of capping me out there. And the next step would really be to hire another co-coach, right? And so I'm just feeling like these just resistance coming up, and it's kind of been a resistance that I've been working through, like back and forth. And the main thing is just like
not wanting to be responsible for more, if that makes sense. It's like when you're first starting your business, like your goal is like to quit your full-time job, to go full-time in your business. And I think most business owners, like first milestone goal is like 10K months, right? And that's kind of the range that we're in right now. You know, 10 to 12K months is where we're at. I do have an assistant that helps me, and I do pay her out monthly, and then I have me, and then I also invest in other things like a mentorship. You know, I'm part of a mastermind group, you know, where I learn how to really step into that CEO, the project management, and like really kind of scale. And scaling is when you start to go from just you to now a team, right? And so I've already had, you know, a co-coach, and she was fucking amazing, but like it's more responsibility, right? Like you're obviously now not just responsible for yourself and your clients, you're now responsible for another coach and making sure, you know, like having trust in that coach, that they're gonna help get their clients results, but it's also like, you know, filling up their roster as well, supporting them in retaining those clients by, you know, helping them get results, right? Obviously it's up to the client, and that's why it's really important to attract soulmate clients and people who have like a clear why and are motivated to make change in their life, because unmotivated clients, it's not our job to like get clients motivated. Like we help with motivation, but like if they're not fucking motivated, like if they don't give a fuck about their why, like they're not gonna do shit, right? And it doesn't mean anything about them. It's just like where they're at in life, which is fine. And so there's like this resistance with like, it's like I've been there, and I think there's like this resistance with like more responsibility. And I know that I have to calibrate myself energetically to hold more, like my capacity. Basically, I ask myself, like, and I ask my business coaching clients, because that's also what I do. And so there's only so much I can do. And so the next step would be to, if I want to help more women, I need to hire a co-coach who I can now cap out her roster, and then eventually another co-coach, and continue to build the brand and help more women change their lives. And so it just feels like, yeah, it is more responsibility. It is more, I think, pressure, and pressure creates diamonds. We all know that quote, but it's almost like I'm comfortable where I'm at. Like I like, obviously it's safe, you know, I'm in control, right? Like I'm in control if it's just me, if I just have my clients, like I'm in control of that. But I also think it's like a part of me that knows that there's still areas that I want to get better at and like really solidify before scaling. And there's something wrong with that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just venting about this just from a business level. Anytime you're feeling resistance around something, it's really because there's a parts of you that don't feel ready for that. And if they don't feel ready for it, it's important to get to the root of like why, and like what parts of you are comfortable and why, and what parts of you are like not comfortable and why, so you can kind of fill the gap. I think what I'm gonna do is eat, meditate, because that's definitely, nothing good ever comes from like overthinking. I need to get into my body and like meditate. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, lunch. Why is TikTok music the best? It's Sunday night, well, evening, and I'm meal prepping. Got the meal prep going, got some salmon cooked, air fried salmon. We're just doing a little, you know, sweet and spicy wild caught salmon with stir fried vegetables and rice. And then we're just gonna do chicken, rice, and beans. And I'm gonna chop up like a side salad to have as my micronutrients for that meal. I would say my biggest advice when it comes to meal prepping, meal cooking, and having motivation is honestly shifting your language and your attitude around the task itself. What I mean by that is it can be really easy to kind of fixate and put your focus on the initial work and effort that it takes to do the task. You're thinking about the groceries and the cooking and the cleaning, and it's already like taking up so much energy in your mind. And I would say, you know, while it does take a little bit of effort, so does anything new that you're trying to get good at. And so I like to shift my focus on the reward that I get from meal prepping, which is it makes it a lot easier for me to hit my nutrition goals Monday through Thursday. I don't have to think about what am I gonna eat, how am I gonna hit my macros. I don't need to spend excess amount of money on DoorDash or Chipotle or whatever, which I still have weeks like that, right? But it does set me up for success. And so I try to think about like the reward that I'm gonna get from it versus like the initial work that it's gonna take. And that just is a decision that you have to make on where you're gonna put your mental focus. The people who complain about the process, who whine, bitch, and moan are, I'm sorry, that used to be me. You're probably not gonna be able to make meal prepping a habit, right? But those who initially, you know, you feel like, but then you make the decision to focus on, okay, you know, it's a little bit of work, but I know that it's gonna make my life so much easier during the week. It's gonna make it easier for me to hit my goals. I'm gonna feel better, I'm gonna save money, and you focus on that, it's gonna feel less daunting. And then the other thing as well is asking yourself how you can simplify or break up the process as much as you can. You know, I find that if I do groceries, cook, and clean all in the same day, it's a lot, right? It takes time, it takes energy. But if you can take like Saturday to plan your meals, get groceries, and then Sunday, all you have to do is cook and clean, well then you're pretty much taking that task and you're breaking it up into 2 days. So it's a lot more digestible for your nervous system versus trying to do it all at once, multiple times a week. A few other meal prep hacks and tips is to multitask. So don't leave the entire kitchen until the end to clean up. I would clean as you go. So after, you know, you're done seasoning your food, put the seasonings away. You know, try to clean up as you go so you're not just left with this huge mess at the end. Also, if you have a partner and like you're meal prepping for them, can they do the dishes? Like, can you tag team? How can you ask for support in that way? I personally have a rice cooker, an air fryer, and so I have the salmon cooking in the air fryer, the rice in the cooker while I'm cooking the chicken on the pan, and beans on the other pan. So like multitasking queen. I'm not like, I try to think about like how can I maximize my time in that sense. So if you can invest in like a $40 air fryer or a $40 rice cooker, I think they have them cheaper at Walmart. It's gonna save you so much time, so that way you have more stove space to cook other things. And then you also wanna invest in really good pans. I'm gonna drop my favorite pans off Amazon. I've gone through so many pans and they literally just get burnt every single time. But these ones, ooh, they're the goat. This is the finished product. We've got sweet spicy chili wild caught salmon, stir fry, and then rice. This is a lot of fucking rice, but it's for me and Daniel. We've got some grilled chicken breast. I promise it's not burnt, it's crispy, and is beaten and seasoned with sazon. Some black beans con sofrito. Ooh, we gonna grub this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog there. Let me know if this helped, and I'll see you on the next one.